Here's a question. Why does Marinette in Miraculous Ladybug Season 6 started to behave obsessive and jealously over Adrien again? Wasn't she over that? Or maybe this is a proof that Thomas doesn't know how to write characters. There's and many other questions will be answered in this video here and now. Hey beautiful people, I'm Julie, and if there's a character that has many faces is Marinette. Since even if she is the series' main protagonist, many things about her past remain a mystery to us, like her childhood and family, for example. And one of the most disturbing behaviors that she has that bothered fans was this obsession over Adrien back in the start of the show, something that was dragged on later seasons, with she taking notes of everything about him, from his whereabouts, what he eats, and even his daily schedule. She even broke in his room as Ladybug, something that later became a huge problem, but that didn't stop her. And I get that we had a glimpse of her past during the episode Derision, where we see that she was in love with Kim, but when she pranked her with those spiders, Marinette felt like she can't trust boys until she knows them entirely, fearing that she will be deceived once again. So much that when Adrien tries to take the chewing gum out of Marinette's seat that was placed there by Chloe, Marinette thinks that Adrien is trying to prank her, just like what happened with Kim way back then. But with time, this defense mechanism becomes something sick and childish. But when we see that she stopped this stalking Adrien thing, then finally became an official couple, and we see Marinette once again having this behavior just like in season 1. And this becomes evident in the episode Sublimation, with Marinette stalking Adrien while he runs with Sublime, a new character introduced that studies with them. The funniest part is when Sublime noticed that she is following them, and Adrien, knowing that is Marinette, says she is just like that. Okay, you're telling me that you think this is normal girlfriend behavior? Come on. This is so wrong in so many levels that I don't even know where to start. But let's break it down. Marinette is an awful example of a teenage girlfriend. This is because she is always running after Adrien, fearing that some girl will hit him up like if she was just a defenseless piece of meat. Like, what the hell? A relationship is founded on trust and talking to each other. If Marinette thinks that Sublime and him are having an affair, she should have talked about it. And there's more. If she knows that Adrien loves her, why doesn't she trust him for God's sake? If she really fears that he will leave her for any other girl, then this relationship is doomed. And if you're a girl that agrees with my logic, write down on the comment section what would you do differently than Marinette. I want to hear from all my gals on the channel. Repeating slow script, when she sees that Marinette is still stalking Adrien, this suggests that she hasn't developed emotionally. At the start of the series, her behavior could be seen as something cute and harmless, mainly because they were essentially kids. But as she grows, we see that now as a teenager, she is expected to behave as one, having more mature ideas and knowing how to deal with her feelings. Let's take Riley from Inside Out for example. She started as a child that cried about her house at Minnesota, and now she dreams with boys and romantic dates. That's a proper development for something that goes from a child to a teenager, unlike Marinette in this new season. And it's a fact that this is frustrating, since we know that this behavior tends to influence her hero life as well, meaning besides making Marinette a less interesting character with time, we now have her narrative repeat itself, with the same events that happened in season 1 repeat themselves now in season 6, with the key difference being that now Adrienne is real and they are actually dating. Let me tell you, it would have been better if the series showed Marinette learning from her mistakes and attitudes, being able to inspire the public and what to not do in a relationship. Thomas Estok doesn't know how to develop characters. And I know that this sounds cliche, but the fact is that Thomas is an immature guy that doesn't care that he is this way. The proof is that Marinette behaves this way, which is seen as something cute and silly by Thomas, when actually it's embarrassing and boring. We can theorize that this regression used as a narrative to keep drama and tension to the relationship going, therefore keep the public engaged to the story, even if Marinette has matured in many aspects. These regression moments are here to remember the audience that personal growth is not linear and we all face up and down while developing our personalities. And speaking in this way, it seems beautiful, but just remember that Astruc did with Chloe Bourgeois. And you remember how infantile this man is when handling with characters. Initially, she was introduced in the series as a spoiled villain, but in season 2, she turned into a better person that was misunderstood and repressed by her parents, adding layers to the character and winning more fans over her, because Chloe's life is more realistic than Marinette's one. Once she seems to live in a dream where everything is perfect and nothing goes wrong. While Chloe, even having a ton of money, coming from an influential family, didn't get proper attention and love from her parents, becoming this black hole of pure hatred. And as we saw Chloe acting more purely and rational, and sometimes being more reasonable than Ladybug as Queen Bee, sadly, Astruc decided to throw all this narrative on the trash because he realized a secondary character was more loved by fans than the main ones. Hey Thomas, are you stupid? Everyone knows that the Joker is more famous and more appreciated by fans than Batman, and DC didn't get rid of him because of that. And if you're also a Chloe fan and got mad at Thomas for ruining her character, live a like for Queen Bee forever. So well, what do we get out of everything I talked in this video so far? That the creator of Miraculous Ladybug sadly doesn't know how to develop the character properly, and also can't stand the fact that some side characters end up being more developed by the fandom than the main ones, making so the narrative and story of the series gets boring, dragged, and incoherent, making so the show doesn't reinvent itself and gets forgotten in this new season. Imagine seeing an adult Ladybug acting like a teenager, running after her husband to know his whereabouts. That would be awful. However, this regression in the lore might be a bet from the producers to keep fans hooked on the series. Maybe they think that this will work now because it has worked on the past. The issue is that they didn't count on most of the fans have also grown with the past couple of years, and some are even adults now, meaning that this sort of cheap narrative doesn't work as well as it once did, making the series stalls its plot when it's about character development, frustrating the older audience that wishes to see the growth of the characters that take the name of the series, Ladybug and Cat Noir. But hey, do you think that Marinette is regressing on her maturity and personality, or is this behavior acceptable because the series is just a kid's cartoon? Write it down in the comment section, I would love to know. And share this video with friends and family so they can also join the discussion. Thank you a lot for watching this video till here, and hasta la vista!